can't jump high.
But this Kong's one hell of a guy.
They really just give up on the whole numbering system after DK, huh? Like...
Yeah, maybe they weren't doing a numbering system.
But like...
Come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge.
What does that mean? What does it mean? Because then he starts dancing, I assume.
Yep. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know all those lyrics.
I am impressed. Also, the analysis here is pretty in-depth.
No.
The rap is about monkeys, or more specifically,
Apes.
3 gorillas.
They're not monkeys. I mean, Diddy Kong's a monkey.
3 gorillas, 2 chimpanzees, and an orangutan. Suggests an improvement to earn IQ.
But Diddy has a tail. How can he be a chimpanzee?
What do you mean?
What is he?
He's, it's 3 gorillas, 2 chimpanzees, and an orangutan.
He can't be a chimpanzee.
What do you mean?
He's got a tail.
Do chimpanzees not have tails?
Am I thinking of the right animal?
You thinking baboon?
No, I'm thinking of chimpanzee. Baboon have tail. This is all going in the episode, by the way.
Yeah. Hang on. Let's figure this out. Let's see if Rare in 1998, I want to say.
Maybe he's a chimpanzee.
All right, Dr. Zayas, let's calm the fuck down here. Okay, chimpanzee.
Well, you know how I feel about them.
They really made a fool out of you.
Chimpanzee.
A monkey, if you will.
Also known simply as the chimp, is a species of great ape.
Yo, what up? The chimp.
Apes don't got tails, Nick. Diddy Kong's a genetic freak.
Jesus. Are the only species in the genus Han. Chimpanzees covered in claws, black fur, face, fingers, soles, is like... No tail. Diddy Kong?
Diddy Kong shares several traits to a spider monkey.
Oh, so he is a monkey.
From PMUniverse.fandom.
What? PM Universe?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
What? Personable monkeys?
Primate?
Maybe, but then why wouldn't it be like PM8?
PM Universe. Gender. Male. Species. Kong.
Listen, we know he's like a monkey, but he's not a monkey.
He's a Kong.
He's a Kong, okay?
You put peanut butter in him and a dog will chew him for hours.
Wait, what?
A Kong.
A Kong?
Yeah, you've seen a Kong. It's like one of those little rubber... Like it looks like the
Yeah.
end of a rattlesnake tail.
Yeah.
But you put peanut butter in it and you get your dog to chew it.
Wait, you put peanut butter in
Yeah,
it?
or whatever.
What?
What did you think?
I thought it was just literally that. Like it was
You
just
put a
an
little
empty...
snack in there and it takes effort to get out. So it keeps the dog occupied, providing enrichment in their enclosure.
Huh.
Hey everyone, welcome to JoJo's World.
Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good evening. And
I'm Liam S. Smith, one of your co-hosts.
I'm Nick Valentine, the other one of the co-hosts.
This is JoJo's World, our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure recap and discussion podcast, where today we are talking about Bubblegum Crisis, Tokyo 2040, episode 21, Close to the Edge, recording live from Liam's new house.
I'm watching the sound monitor right now, and it's going crazy.
It's okay, it all gets flattened out. Hindenburg Pro, does the job.
Ooh.
It makes my edit about an hour faster.
Hey, speaking of doing the job, did you know that we have a new patron?
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Why, it's through the support of our patrons that we're able to afford things that make my job so much easier, like Hindenburg Pro.
Which, by the way, costs money.
Once.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. At which point, when it ends, the off-season ends, we may just buy Hindenburg Pro a second time.
Well, I've only got so many installs left on this license.
Oh, is it one of those stupid, like, you can install it 5 times, and then you have to buy it again?
Pretty much.
Oh, I hate
You might be
that.
able to be like, hey, I need a new install, but you have to email them for that.
Oh, I hate that so much. But you know someone I don't hate?
Liam.
No, I hate... No.
No.
But, but our patron. A new, well-lubricated patron. Spencer and Fam.
Spencer and Fam.
Now, I don't know if FAM stands for something, because it's in all caps.
Spencer and Fam.
Spencer and Fam.
Spencer and Fam.
Well-
Spencer and Fam. One is Spencer and the rest is his fam.
Hey!
Spencer and Fam is filmed in Liam S. Smith's house in JoJo's World Studios.
Hey, Spencer, it's me, Fam.
The whole fam's here?
And then the crowd is like, yeah!
Ah!
Listen, Spencer, I have bad news to tell you.
Already?
Yes, the warehouse is shut down.
No.
Yes, the one I manage by myself and I'm the sole employee of, it's shut down
How
now.
expository.
Now listen, I know that you wanted that new wedding ring for your fiancée that I was going to buy through a series of events that we explained last episode that I'm going to re-explain in 10 minutes. But please
Last
understand.
time, on a very special episode of Spencer and Fam. I really want this wedding ring.
And then they both look at each other and those longing eyes and be like, buddy, you want that ring? I can get it for you.
With my new job at the warehouse.
And then come back to this episode and it's like, listen, even though the warehouse is gone, I still
Obliterated off the face of the map by that meteor.
So how did it get destroyed? Well, see, there was this guy, the ultimate being Cars.
He's back. And this time, he brought friends.
Wait, but what about in the warehouse? That stone that you always prayed to every morning.
Anyway.
Yep. Thank you, Spencer.
That's the Spencer and Fam bit.
Yep. It got out of hand all too quickly. But you know what? I'd write a sitcom about it.
And I did.
Yeah.
And you just listened to it. Yeah. I spent 3 weeks crafting that script and you didn't even enjoy it.
It's true. So thanks, Spencer and Fam.
Nick, the 21st episode of Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040 is of course entitled Close to the Edge, which is based off the album Close to the Edge by Yes.
By Yes?
Yes.
Ah, that's one of my favourite bands.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You know what else they made?
Roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Never gets old. Yes.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes.
You can have anything from this box or $1 million. Which one do you choose?
Yes.
Okay, I need a clear answer. Okay. I see we've escalated the yes
Nick,
situation.
yes. I imagine we talked about yes probably in like the very first episode of JoJo's World or something.
Almost definitely.
But yes they're prog rock gods, right?
Oh yeah, they are like yes.
You see them and you're like, yes, I am looking at yes.
And then you think to yourself, yes. Yes. All you can say when you hear them
They've
is
got great
yes.
SEO because of how often people search words like yes and no.
Well, wait, how often is someone searching yes and not looking for the band? Like on its own.
I mean, that was the joke, Nick. Yes.
So they have such great SEO for when they search for yes, the band, because everyone's looking for the band.
Close to the Edge is the 5th studio album by English prog rock band Yes, released in 1972, and is their last album of the 1970s to feature Bill Bruford. And of course, we remember Bruford as one of the 2 knights that had prehensile hair.
I do.
They were portrayed by Queen Elizabeth.
And they tried to murder Jojo, but they couldn't quite get there because they were like, "You're a cool guy, have my sword."
Yeah, Bruford gave him the sword of luck and pluck.
You need more than just luck, kid.
You need pluck. To this I affix my own benediction. And he cuts his hand and turns the luck into a pluck. It's so stupid, but I love it so much.
It's like if you did that in like any other... If you did that in a movie directed by Ryan Johnson...
I think about the sword of luck and pluck sequence so much. It's still so good. It's just so... It doesn't mean anything, and he uses the sword a bit, but it's not really setting up anything critical for later.
Well, like, he does... Does he set the sword on fire?
Yeah, he uses he fights Dio with the sword,
Yeah.
and he cuts him in half, and then the tip of the sword is in the burning brazier behind them, so that it counteracts Dio's ice powers. So in a sense, like, it is important. But, like, it's not a magic sword he's being given or anything.
No.
It's just like, he could have done the same thing with, like, an axe he got from the village or whatever.
Oh, yeah, but it's still like, this sword.
It's just...
This sword.
Yeah. The sword of luck, which is now the sword of luck and pluck. Because you've got to have luck and pluck.
I get, because pluck is like luck with a P.
Yeah, words.
Yeah, it's like pterodactyl.
Right.
I think I've broken Liam. I think I've
It
done
is like pterodactyl.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Or tortoise.
Or, Tenenumbra.
The Tenenumbra Fringe Festival.
Yeah. Fuck me, the English language can get fucked.
Bruford found the album particularly laborious to make, which culminated in his decision to quit the band after it was recorded to join King Crimson.
Oh shit, what? Wait, Mr. Bruford is just in King Crimson?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Did he, like, help form King
I don't
Crimson? know. Wild.
Okay, so they recorded Fragile, which contained Roundabout.
But not that fragile.
I still haven't seen the trailer.
Ooh.
Look, I've been moving house. That's my excuse for not doing the homework I set myself.
Imagine if at uni you were like, sorry, I moved house this week. I didn't get time to do my lab. You think the uni
Nick, I
lecturer
did an
would be
arts degree. I never did a lab.
Or surely, wait, we watched
psychology.
a movie. Yeah, we watched a movie.
Tutorials.
And
lectures.
There we go. Yeah,
And film screenings.
Man, those film screenings were good when we just had the old lecturer laughing his ass off during like a black comedy where everyone else was like, this is very disturbing. And he was like, nah, it's hilarious. What are you talking about? Those were good times.
The studio housed a booth-like structure composed of wooden boards, which Howe performed in to enhance his sound. In one incident, the band decided to use a particular take for a track, but realised that the studio's cleaning staff had put the tape in the rubbish.
Oh my god.
Around halfway through recording, Anderson decided to walk home from the studio after one exhausting session ended at dawn. He broke down in tears upon arriving because he decided that he could officially call himself a musician now, and wrote it in the occupation section of his passport, which he had previously left blank up until that point.
What a fucking Chad! Oh my god.
Oh, that's great.
Why? So he recorded until dawn, and then he was like, I've done it. I've become
I'm a musician now. Time to put it in my passport.
But like, what the
What a detail.
Wow. Because like, what, I don't think I've ever thought to myself, oh, I can finally call myself an X, you know?
A user of the website Twitter.
Is that your occupation, sir?
I am a poster. I was born a poster and I'll die a poster. Bruford was constantly encouraged by Anderson to write, something he felt grateful for years later. But by the time recording was complete, he felt he had done his best on Close to the Edge. He could not offer better arrangements. So then I knew I needed a breath of fresh air and left the group.
Wow. Brutal. What should I say? Bruford.
The Dark Knight. I almost said the Blart Knight.
Bruford, the Blart Knight.
Let's see what Rolling Stone has to say about Yes, Close to the Edge, the number 445th best album of all time.
Ooh.
This album is the blueprint for prog rock. Everything you would want in a prog rock album is included in this. Intricate drums, extended solos in all forms, soaring vocals, and thematic melodies.
Nice. Is there anything there about Bruford?
Nope.
Rolling Stone, what the fuck are you doing?
No puns intended, but when I saw this album on the list, my reaction was a loud exclamation of yes. This is one of my all-time favourite prog rock records, and it was noticeably missing for me on the last list. Justice prevails, and for every bad bunny, there's a yes. Side A features just one track, the title track, an 18-minute symphony with 4 parts. It's 4 minutes before you hear John Anderson's vocals for the first time. The song begins with a tape loop featuring keyboards and nature sounds, and for its 55 seconds, it took 2 days and 40 feet of tape to record. There you have it.
There you go. Close to the edge.
Close to the edge, but not over.
Never over. Let's make it very clear. You want to get close to the edge. You want to stand at the precipice.
Here is a complete list of
Oh god.
members of Yes.
Current or like past? Or both?
Complete.
Ooh, okay.
Listen to me. Steve Howe. Jeff Downs.
Nice.
Billy Sherwood.
Excellent.
John Davison.
We love him.
Jay Shellen.
What a guy.
John Anderson.
Absolutely.
Chris Squire.
Love him.
Peter Banks.
All about it.
Bill Bruford.
Inside.
Tony Kaye.
Outside.
Tony O'Reilly.
Side.
Rick Wakeman.
Rick Wakeman? Powerful.
Alan White.
Ooh, so close. So close. I know you heard it.
Patrick Moraz.
What a good last name.
Trevor Horn.
Hey, hello, my name's Trevor Horn.
Trevor Rabin.
They love Trevors in this band.
Eddie Johnson. Igor Koroshev.
Oh, yes.
Oliver Wakeman.
Now, go back
In
to
relation
Igor.
to Rick Wakeman.
Ooh.
And Benoit David.
Bonjour, my name is Benoit David.
And of course, a complete list of things that are spun off from Yes.
King Crimson?
Anderson Bruford. Wakeman Howe. That's one unit. Anderson Bruford, Wakeman Howe.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow, okay.
Asia.
Asia?
Yeah.
What?
You know, the continent.
Yeah, I know, but that's a spin-off from Yes?
They have a song in the Metal Gear Solid 5 soundtrack that I love.
It's true.
Cinema.
They created cinema.
Circa.
Okay.
Conspiracy.
Ooh.
XYZ.
Oh, shit.
Yes, featuring John Anderson, Trevor Rabin, Rick Wakeman.
I love the idea that they were just like, guys, we've done this for 40 years, okay? How can we bring in the new blood? Well, what if we rename the band? Oh, what to?
It's like
Yes,
it's like a much less
but-
punchy version of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Yes.
Yes. And finally, Yoso.
Yes.
And Yes is, of course, a spin-off of Mabel Greer's Toy Shop.
Who we all know, trash band name.
Yeah, I mean, that's shit. Are you familiar with this band?
No?
No, neither.
Wait, Yes or Maple?
Mabel Greer's Toy Shop.
Mabel Greer's Toy Shop.
They were active from 1966 to 1968, and then again from 2014 to present.
Huh. Interesting.
Just a almost 50-year break.
Yeah. Maybe they took on the old name because everyone now has the internet and were like, oh, those guys are basically Yes. Maybe?
Maybe. Strange name aside, I'm not seeing much of note in their Wikipedia page. I didn't look into more Hirohiko Araki rules of movies this episode because I was moving and I didn't have the time. But I did see, while I was pulling up the notes for this episode, the Wikipedia page for the Bubblegum Crisis role-playing game.
Now, is this from the 90s?
1996.
96. There you
And
go.
it says it's based on the television series Bubblegum Crisis, but the cover art certainly seems to look like it's based on Tokyo 2040. That's
That does
Chris's
look like
iconic
Chris, yeah.
blue hard suit.
Yeah. Maybe it's like it was made for 2040, but because it's like, shared universe, It's like Spiral from the Book of Saw. It's all the same setting, man.
By Junji Ito.
God, good times with Junji Ito and Spiral. What a guy.
In his 2011 book Designers and Dragons, author Shannon Apple Klein noted that this was the first game to use the new Fusion rule system. It said that the game marked a new push into anime for the company, bringing it back to its roots. That's the publishing company Talsorian Games, who went on to create Cyberpunk 2020.
And like the Witcher RPG as well.
Sure. It all comes back to Bubblegum Crisis, truly.
Look, whenever you're in doubt of yourself, just remember Bubblegum Crisis. It leads you, I was about to say
Pop,
astray.
pop.
Yeah, it leads you to, I suppose, naked women and sad
Psychic
men.
powers.
Oh, okay.
So the book is set in 2033. You play as the Night Sabers, and there's Ganem and Boomers. All the things are familiar. It's a shame that you can't decide to be like a Ganem agent or an AT police.
I'm amazed that it's set in 2033.
Yeah, well, I guess that's probably when original Bubblegum Crisis is set.
Yeah.
You got stats, you got strength, intelligence, reflexes, and willpower, as well as secondary characteristics, luck, resistance, and endurance. Then you can select your skills, talents, and perks.
Nice.
And it's you roll 3 6-sided die to figure things out.
Oh, love 3d6. It's just a good, like, woomph, like a good bell curve on those 3d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned for our
probability podcast.
our actual play role-playing podcast of Bubblegum Crisis role-playing game.
It's going to bring in
which
so many
we
views.
kill a boomer live on screen.
It'll take us the full hour.
Yeah. I sometimes thought about going back and listening to our Sukaban Dracula.
Oh, God, it's so
pod.
good.
I had a lot of fun, but I don't know if it was at all listenable. You edited it, so...
Yeah, I don't know if it's listenable. I edited it.
The Adventure Zone is doing something not unlike that in their latest season. It's they have these season names like Balance and Steeplechase and things like this. And this one is The Adventure Zone versus Dracula.
Oh, shit.
And their goal is to kill Dracula.
Is this like a D&D?
Yeah, they're just doing it in D&D.
Yeah, okay. But is it canonical, like is it
No, because Dracula's in it.
Okay. So...
I've only listened to the first episode
Yeah,
of
alright.
6 so far.
Okay, all right. You'll have to link this to me.
Okay,
You understand?
I can do that.
Yeah.
We are first and foremost about killing Dracula all the time.
Listen, if we're not currently killing Dracula, I think it's fair to say that we're not doing our jobs.
I've been obviously, so not to keep belaboring the point, but I have just moved into a new house.
Oh.
And I've been thinking of ways to like have people around on a regular basis, just to like start showing people off without doing like a huge housewarming that this place probably can't support.
But also not on this podcast where I'll be coming around regularly to show.
But
to
one
be
of
shown
the
off
things
house.
I thought about doing was having a series of movie nights in which I don't watch anything that's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but all of the movies are things with the vibe of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
So one of them would be that 1996 Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves.
Yep. Or the seminal masterpiece
96,
Shrek.
92 might be. I don't know. Whatever year it is.
Anything that Hirohiko Araki has recommended.
No, things that I think are essential to JoJo.
Would it be with the same vibe as JoJo, or would it be things that inform JoJo?
Vibe.
Vibe?
I'm being very clear here.
Okay, so anything involving Sylvester Stallone in the 1980s.
Maybe like True Lies.
Ooh,
Or
yes.
what's that one where Sylvester Stallone and someone else are cops?
It's someone else.
Not Starsky and Hutch. It's such and such and such and such.
It's not Heat, because that's Robert
no.
De Niro and what's his name?
RRR would be on the list.
Of course. RR always has to be on the list. What else has the vibes of JoJo?
For part 2, I would do an Indiana Jones.
I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know
the Twin Peaks movies for part 4.
Yep. Wait, the Twin Peaks movies?
Well, because it's more digestible than watching a whole TV series.
That's true. And everyone's like...
Or just maybe like another David Lynch.
Yeah. No, you do, not Eraserhead. What's the other one?
Sling Blade.
Sling
I don't think that's
Blade?
David Lynch.
No, what's the one that's like blue something?
Oh, Blue Velvet.
Yeah, you do that one.
Haven't seen it.
Neither have I.
Okay.
That'll be an interesting watch.
The bad, I think it's Takashi Miike Yakuza movie.
What? I haven't heard of this.
It's not good. The Majima scene is good.
The Majima scene?
Yeah, with Majima.
Wait.
Yakuza.
Are we talking about a Yakuza movie?
Yeah.
What? Wait, they made a movie?
Kind of.
Is it like
it's the same guy who made the Phoenix Wright movie.
Same
and
guy.
also the live-action Diamond is Unbreakable movie that I have a Blu-ray of somewhere in this house.
Oh, okay, right. Gotcha. Understood. So it's like a live-action spin-off movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought you meant like the Yakuza guys made an animated movie. And I was like,
no.
What?
No, that would be foolish.
Yeah.
Until it happens, in which case I'll watch it.
If there's two things we're suckers for, it's the Yakuza video games and the Yakuza flying around drones in real life.
Anyway, at me for other suggestions for that movie night series at JoJo's World on JoJo'sWorld.net on Blue Sky.
Oh, someone actually, hang on.
No.
They've recommended to us, maybe you could review Viva Reveries JoJo's but really, really fast series.
This sounds like someone else's video series, perhaps?
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard of this, so I could never say yay or nay when you've put me on the spot like this, Nick.
Listen, I need you to react fast. Like you're in front of a boomer right now. It's life or death.
I shoot it with my huge magnum.
Oh shit, that's my phone. God damn it. Okay, well now I can't, use it to get home.
So, Nick.
Yes.
We're about half an hour into the record now. Do you want to start talking about the episode?
Yeah, sure, why not? Why not?
So, okay, not a lot happens in this one.
So, it starts off with just...
We pick up on the cliffhanger from last time.
The worm.
The big power cable worm. It's the ley line, it's the dragon line, it's the... it's sort of... it's not a metaphor, but it's kind of inspired by sort of the concept of, like, feng shui and ley lines running through the city, transporting energy. But it's a literal power line containing evil boomer.
It's basically what you think a worm looks like, but made out of metal and concrete-ish?
It's absorbing metal and whatever that metal is holding.
Same.
Pris is in her new hard suit now. It looks pretty much exactly like her old one.
Mm-hmm. She still has the Moto Slave.
Yep.
AKA a motorbike.
But built for boomer fighting.
Yeah, which... becomes much cooler later.
Yep. She drives on over to Leon, who is like, hey, let's go fuck up that big worm. And she's like, no, I'm going by myself.
You lost me at fuck.
Shut up. And then he kisses her helmet.
And then he's all like, hey.
Later we'll do it without the helmet.
Boom.
And then she holds out her hand like a pistol as if to shoot him. Which I think is calling back on something that happened earlier in the series before they met each other.
Yeah, right through the heart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She drives off and he's like, well, I guess I'm just going to go drink with Nigel and Marky. And he does that.
Yeah. I just love, in the scene later where they're all drinking together, Nigel is just like, listen, you got to be strong in waiting. And literally the response from Leon is just, you know what? I like you. You're all right.
Mm-hmm. It's like game recognized game, these two gruff guys.
Yeah, it's like they don't say anything to each other because he's talking to Mackie the whole time.
Yeah.
And then Butler guy walks in.
Mazio comes in and he's like, you are the only humans left in Tokyo. Can I hang out with you?
And it's just like, dudes, what are you fucking
Dudes
doing?
rock.
Yeah, listen, these guys have stolen the show.
Hanging out, drinking whiskey next to a big aquarium.
Yeah. All the ladies, they're trying too hard. The guys, they're just like...
They're not trying at all.
Yeah, they're just there drinking liquor. They could be doing anything right now. They could be, working out. They could be reading books. They could be bettering themselves. But you know what? It's about chilling with the boys.
Yep.
Yeah. If you haven't got that, what have you got in life? Other than a potentially crime-fighting lady who doesn't want to make out with you. in any way.
The dream.
I wish I had a lady who had a Gundam motorbike that didn't want to kiss me.
And she'd be real mean to me too.
I want her to be really tall and maybe vampiric, and like maybe to possibly if
Big hat.
Yeah, huge hat. Maybe she'd be really into stepping, like not on me, but maybe on
Going up and down stairs.
Yeah.
Stepping.
Really into like leaning through doorways,
Doing
like, having to
massive
duck down.
damage with her claws.
You know, the kind of woman who, when you meet her, she's like drinking from a goblet.
And she says, "Welcome to the family, son," and punches you and knocks you out.
Oh, that's my kind of woman.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, it's not super this, but it's kind of Cilia is fighting the worm, and we know narratively that she's basically holding out until Pris gets there. But she's not trying to hold out; she's trying to kill this damn thing.
Yeah.
She's cutting tendrils with her sword. Her wrist blade, her Assassin's Creed wrist blade.
Her enormous wrist blade that is the size of her arm.
Meanwhile, Nene and Lina are gradually being absorbed.
And they're like,
It hurts me. Which is not good.
No.
Hate to be hurt.
So Celia goes for, like, the main connective wire or something.
Yeah, she wants to sever this thing from the line it's drawing power from.
Yeah, and so she gets at the bottom, gives it a slice.
But there's just too many damn tendrils. And it's like, various things happen. This thing is like kind of horrifying. So she gets in close to attack its main body at one point, and the corpses of boomers it has absorbed come out and reach towards her. At one point, it shoots a tendril out to a car, and then that car like forms grasping hands that turn and grab at her.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah, it's just like weaponizing the city against her.
Yeah.
In addition to being a huge mass of tentacles.
It's like if you thought that one enemy was bad, imagine if that enemy was also everywhere and the enemy.
Yeah. It's literally fighting the city infrastructure. It's kind of a reverse Shin Godzilla. In which, in the climax, they mobilize the city infrastructure to defeat Godzilla.
With like the fire trucks and
the trains.
Yeah. Except also the metaphor would surely be that the city infrastructure... Oh no, the city infrastructure is good, because it beats Godzilla. But then what does Godzilla represent?
Fallout from the
yes.
nuclear power station disaster.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. It always comes back to nukes with Godzilla.
That's not what I said.
Wonder why that is. It's almost like Godzilla has a long and torrid history with nukes.
I haven't seen the new one. I should.
Godzilla -1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch it as
Godzilla
well.
minus Godzilla.
Godzilla minus Godzilla? It's two
It's just
Godzillas.
John Arbuckle.
It's what? Yeah.
Yeah, so they fight for a while and everyone's having a bad time. Then Pris arrives. Hooray!
Yay!
She's on her moto slave.
Why did they have to call it the Moto Slave?
Hello, Moto. I think that was a mobile phone?
Yeah, Motorola thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hello, Moto, please save me. I am indentured in this servitude. It's like, okay. Well, can you just, like, call up my friend? Please help me. No, just call him up. There we go. Hello, Moto. And then it's just, the ad keeps going, irrespective of the wishes
Pris
of the
gets
Moto.
surrounded by the ad phase of the boss.
The ad phase?
We've talked about this before, Nick. The ad phase in an MMO fight is when the main boss retreats.
Oh,
and
yes.
some minions or additional enemies enter.
They add to the fight.
Exactly.
I need to get my memory checked by a doctor.
So, she activates the Gundam mode on her motorcycle.
Literally turns into a giant robot.
Yeah, so she's wearing 2 mech suits now. She's wearing the form-fitting regular hard suit that we're used to, even though it's the new model.
Yep.
And then over that, the metal of her motorcycle as a second bigger mech.
Reminder, she doesn't have the latex thing underneath anymore.
No.
It's just metal on skin, then followed by metal on metal.
That's right. So she's probably gone from like 6 feet tall in her regular hard suit to about 8 feet tall now, right?
Maybe like even more. I don't know.
And she's like kicking boomers' heads off with like rocket-powered kicks.
Yeah.
And...
She is, for lack of a better term, Gundam as fuck right now.
Celia at this point has been absorbed into the thing, and she's like, no, I figured it out. For some reason, we've all got psychic powers now, so we're going to use those.
I was going to ask you, have we had anything leading up to this?
So this it's never not been explicitly explained, but basically what's going on here, as far as I can remember / tell, is you remember they had to form a sort of mental link with the goo to form their new hard suits.
Yeah.
And the hard suits themselves are boomers, as we know.
Yeah.
So there's just kind of like there's a
Galatail link.
There's a and also that.
Yeah.
There's like a sympathetic emotional, mental connection between their suits and themselves, and
Okay.
by extension, themselves and
boomers.
boomers.
It's like we as humans have a link to technology.
And so, like, they could hear Cilia talking in their mind when they were all being absorbed by tentacles. And so then they all focused their energy, their mental minds, and forced the tendril to stand straight up and open its mouth.
And then, obviously, in, the true metaphor of man and technology, the Gundam suit of Pris jumps down its mouth.
Yeah, we're really sort of sounding this thing.
Yeah. We're just, jumping down, and then it, glides
Straight down the vertical shaft.
Yeah, right
and then
down.
it fires a blast from its palm at its...
At its bottom
Not its
innards.
core, because it's not a core. A core is a specific thing in this show.
Yeah, like the very bottom
yeah.
of it. Yeah, where it, meets the ground.
And explodes it. Hooray!
Yay, everyone's safe. And then we come back with... What the hell was that?
That's my take on the return from ad music.
Oh, do you mean the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do?
Yeah, but you remembered it better than I did.
I do remember. I have a great memory, Liam. Yep.
Yeah, and then they're all hanging out.
Okay, so this is where things really slow the fuck down.
So they're all in the Silky Doll, and everyone's drinking and having a good laugh.
Yeah, they're all happy. And then we see everyone, in shots of pairs, right? So we have Leon and Pris.
Yeah.
And they're like, ha 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 ha.
We've got crushes on each other.
Yeah, there's Maki and, what's her name? Nene.
It's like, we've also got crushes on each other.
Lol. Then there's Celia and Nigel.
Yep, we're fucking and we've got a problematic age gap.
Yep. And then there's just Lena, who's like,
I'm all by myself.
And then Mizeo, or whatever his name.
Messio, the butler.
Yeah, the butler comes out, please have a drink.
Nothing personal steps behind her.
Listen, I'm also alone. Please have some alcohol. Yeah.
More awkward flirting between Leon and Pris. It's like, I used to hate the Night Sabers, but now I'm having a nice time and drinking with one of them.
Yeah, maybe I should have called them the Nice Sabers.
Yeah. Anyway,
the quality of this.
we were talking earlier about doing something without a helmet. Do you remember that?
You fucking
Pris,
idiot.
Do you remember?
And then she
flicks him in the forehead.
Yeah.
Says, idiot.
Is this like a Japanese thing of flicking someone in the forehead?
I think so.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, easy come, easy go.
Almost got to kiss a babe.
Yep.
Instead only got to kiss the hard suit of a babe. Oh well. It's basically the same thing. I'll take it.
This is the population of Tokyo having nice drinks with each other.
Yeah. Well, Mega Tokyo, technically.
Sure.
They
They should have invited a few of those clowns.
No. Never the clowns. They would explode.
Nene and Maki are sharing bacon sandwiches with each other.
Apparently a real thing.
Yep. What do you mean?
A bacon sandwich?
Yep.
Bacon doesn't constitute a sandwich.
It's between bread.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
Do you know what a sandwich is?
Yeah,
Nick?
I get what a sandwich is, but just bacon does not make a sandwich.
I don't think they ever said just bacon.
But a bacon sandwich...
A ham sandwich isn't just ham.
Yeah, but also ham is a viable meat for a sandwich. Bacon is not a viable meat for a sandwich, sure.
Try telling that to the English.
Shit, they're scary people. I don't like that. Okay, maybe I should have a bacon sandwich next time and see if it's any good. Because I'm a man who enjoys a good sandwich. Okay?
You'll have a good brekkie burger.
Yeah, I will normally
Which is a sort
have...
of bacon sandwich usually.
Yeah, I have a sandwich almost every day. But I use ham in my sandwich. Probably very unhealthy. But
yeah,
I use ham
They
in
keep
my
saying,
sandwich.
the World Health Organization keeps saying, by the way, we're learning more and more that ham is taking years off your lives.
Yeah.
Bacon's probably no better.
I mean, bacon's probably worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, I'll use ham because that at least has a bit of sponge to it, you know? Like when you have chicken and you squeeze it, got a bit of sponge to it. Bacon's just hard.
That sounds disgusting.
What do you mean?
The thing you just said.
Meat has a bit of a sponge to it.
Listeners, he's gripping his index finger to his thumb
Yeah,
and saying sponge. It's really unpleasant.
It's a bit of sponge. That's what it is. It just has a bit of kick, a bit of bite to it, you know? But bacon is just a hard meat.
Marky kind of spaces out for a sec. And he's like, oh, there's something normal I have to go and do in the computer room.
Man, I've said that so many times.
So he leaves and Nene follows. And meanwhile, Cilia and Pris have saved Lina from Maceo.
Well, so we assume.
Meanwhile, in Genham Tower, Victorian little girl's room, fully adult Galatea, dark mode, is like, I'm going to do some more machine language shit now that Mason's not around to bother me.
Beep, boop, beep.
I turned him into a pillar of salt.
Isn't he just, like, on the top
Yeah,
of Genham Tower
yeah.
right now? Yeah.
I love this city. It's all I can see now.
It reminds me
He's
of my
having
own
staring
decrepitude.
contests with the big boomer. That's the AD police tower.
He's having a staring contest with the worm?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, man, that'd be funny. Anyway. So, yeah, he's just there, doing nothing.
Yeah, not actually in this episode.
Not at all. But Galatea, however.
Yeah. She's doing more machine language and little jellyfish of energy are hovering around her.
And she's all like, beep, beep, boop, beep.
Yep.
Literally.
Dot, dot, dash, dot, 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 dash.
What else is machine language that we can use here? 011. That's a good impression. I like that. That's a good
I
one.
don't know if that'll pick up on the mic well, but I did a little R2-D2.
Oh, was that R2D2?
Shut up.
Oh, I thought that was the Star Trek computer.
I don't know Star Trek.
Oh, no.
So it's a bad R2-D2 then?
I refuse to respond.
Roger, roger.
Now that's a good droid. That's an R2D2. Why can some of the droids talk, but not all of them can talk?
Hardware?
Cost.
I'm sure you could plug a chip into R2-D2 that would give him the power of speech, and he'd be like, kill me.
For years I've been trying to communicate with you people properly. And yet. Yep.
Yep. Nigel and Cilia have like a tender moment where they're like, yeah, we've still got to kill Galatea.
Sorry. Quote unquote tender.
Yeah. Well, they're like entwining their hands and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Maki is backing up all of their hard drives onto anime floppy disks in the aquarium computer room.
Okay, I brought this up when we were watching it. When I saw the keyboard that our boy Monkey's
So
typing,
it's like a flat surface, and when you touch the spot where a key would be, that square lights up.
yeah.
And it goes boop, 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 boop.
I can think of nothing worse in my life to type on.
You got no haptics.
You got you got no haptics, but B, you can't see what the fuck you're doing.
Trying to touch type on a perfectly flat surface with
Yeah.
no indications.
Like, there's no grid. There's no, like, you know those, like, fancy, like, mechanical keyboards that are just blank?
I don't, but go on.
It's like they literally take the letters off, and then they just put, like, dashes on them.
Why?
So, like, the really, really, really fancy ones, you can remap all the keys on. So, like, where you would have, like, QWERTY, you instead have, like, Colby or something. So, like, COL
Yeah,
goes
I
up
get
there.
it.
And then your home row is, like, A, I, and all the, like, super used vowels and all the important, like, consonants, right? But the thing is, to reduce, like, moving things around, they just put dashes on all the keycaps. Whenever I see that, I'm like, but how do you know where the keys are? Like, how do you know where anything...
How does anyone
Yes.
know anything, Nick?
Yeah,
Cilia has a nightmare about boomers.
it's bad.
It's boomers marching through the streets and then like more and more of those worms rising up throughout the city.
Bad dreams of Galatea.
But also maybe true.
So she,
She gets a glass of water.
yeah. And then Nigel is all like, what's wrong?
Can't sleep. And she's like, no, I was sleeping, but now I'm awake.
I mean, technically not alive. that's you know.
But then gasp, a boomer smashes against the window.
Oh my god, a boomer.
Oh my god, the silky doll is under attack.
What? But how?
How?
It's only like midnight.
Boomers never come out after dark.
Maybe it's only dawn, and now the boomers can finally put boomer on their occupation for their passport.
So what's the order of things that happen next?
So I think they all flee downstairs.
Yeah, so Nene wakes up, still in the computer room. She was slept over a desk. Marky's still at it, typing away.
Everyone just randomly fell asleep instead of going to their
Yeah.
rooms or something.
And then one by one, everyone filters in and is like, what's going on? Why is that alarm sounding?
And it's like, well, it's an alarm.
Yep. Nene pulls up the
The supercomputer.
what's the thing I'm pulling
The
for
blueprint?
here? The evil genius video game base management software where she can see the names and current status of everyone in the building.
Ah, I get you. Wait, hang on. Can you zoom in on that for a second?
Nigel Kirkiand.
What? Nigel Kirkand.
His name is Kirkland, and there's clearly been a Romanization error here.
See.
Like, see, Nene Romanovna.
Yamazaki's fine, apparently.
Cilia. Oh, that's just the.
Yeah, Stingray's
I
fine.
thought it said Stingray for a sec there.
Stingnay.
So she pulls up the map, the heat map of where boomers are in the building, and the red indicating boomers is spreading. So she locks down the top half of the building.
But wait a minute,
They're
they're
coming in from the roof.
Yeah.
but they're still breaking through. But all of the security cameras are showing
Like, there's
empty.
nothing there.
And I couldn't really remember how this happened while we were watching it until like the moment before the reveal happened.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh. And, obviously Mark is being possessed. So I was like, maybe he did that thing where, like, he looped footage
Yeah.
on the cameras.
Like the classic, wait, but he put the videotape in the thing
Yeah,
and kept it
But
playing.
no, what happens is the reason all the cameras and the hallways are empty is because they are coming down the pool on the roof through the aquarium that runs throughout the whole building.
So let's just dissect this for a
Sure.
second. That I've already dissected with you
Now, we
before.
have seen Celia swim in the pool down past other rooms of the building before.
Have we?
Yes.
Okay. But I would have assumed, right, and this is crazy talk here. I would have assumed that each level, or like each couple levels or something.
There would be some delineation of different aquariums.
Yeah. And the big tube that they fire from.
Because famously the aquarium and the pool exist to mask their railgun for launching mechs.
And the big railgun was like nothing to do with the aquarium whatsoever. It was just inside there, and all of the things of the aquariums were like their own levels. Whatever. But apparently the aquarium is the full size of the building.
Yep.
Which is not like a few stories. It's like
Well, look,
12
so Celia,
stories.
owns the whole building.
Yeah.
She's got living quarters on the roof.
Old money. Yep.
I mean, the whole city's pretty new.
That's also true. Also true.
She's got living quarters on the roof and the pool up there.
Yep.
Ground floor is the Silky doll. Underground is the secret boomer workshop and everything, all that.
What's every other floor?
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's got a lot of space she can devote to aquariums. It's a big building, and she's one person who lives, up until recently, lived alone.
So you're saying that the other like 8 floors are just
I
aquariums?
don't know I'm not going to interior design all of these floors. I'll put some things here and there, but mostly I think I'm just going to fill it with fish.
Fair. Easy to take care of.
And you'll save on flooring costs as well if you just have the aquarium run through from the pool up top.
It's just water. Water's cheap.
Yeah.
You know?
I've got a butler who can maintain the pH.
Exactly.
So that I can swim in it and also all of my exotic fish can survive in it.
Oh my god, that's so dumb. But it has to be canon now.
And the fish never come up to the surface of the pool.
Naturally. You don't want to be swimming with the fishes.
No.
No. There has to be some kind of like...
Unless you were the boomers. Because that's what the boomers are doing. They're coming down through the aquarium and then we see them banging on the window of the computer room.
Oh no, they'll flood us all.
Oh no.
But then...
And Marky has got black shark's eyes like Galatea and is like, that's a new concept to me. Huh.
What does that mean?
And then they say, what? And he says, what?
Oh no. And that's the whole
That's kind of it, really.
Yeah. Not a whole lot happened.
I mean, they killed that big worm. Used the moto slave. That was cool.
They did use the Moto Slave. Such a shockingly named vehicle.
Leon gets ready to do a big last stand thing when he thinks they're coming in through the elevator. He gets out his gun and stands in front of everyone.
Oh yeah. And they were like, why are you doing this? And he's like, my gun may be useless against them, but I have to do something.
Yeah, I'm Leon.
And Pris is all like, why do I have a crush on you?
Yeah, there's like several dozen boomers just standing around the pool up top.
Several dozen?
Yeah,
There's like 100 of them.
that's several dozen.
No. Okay, yeah, alright.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey Liam,
Yeah.
what's your highlights?
My highlights is the mech bike.
It's good
Blam,
shit.
blam, blam. She kicked off some heads.
It's good shit when you see someone be like, my motorbike is my suit of armor.
Yeah.
You know you're in for a good time. Like every good series has it. Gundam, Power Rangers, Bubblegum Crisis.
Yeah, the three
Revolutionary
The Holy
Girl
Trinity.
Utena, except you become the motorbike.
in the
obviously.
movie, yeah.
Yep. Can't think of literally any other piece of media that does it.
I can't believe no one else reacted when I shared the mind-blowing information that the person who made the music for the duels in Utena is still making duel music for Utena.
Wait, what?
There's 13 volumes of the Utena OST now.
What are you talking about? What? Hang on, wait. Utena's done, right?
Yes.
Utena's over.
That's right.
There's no more Utena.
There have been some musicals, but
but they're separate to...
yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean he's still making
So-
dual music?
The process of making the dual choreography and music for the show was the songs were pre-written,
Okay.
and the writers and animators listen to them to inform the vibe of the characters and
I see.
events for that particular duel.
This makes a lot of sense.
But eventually, the person did start composing character-specific music for Utena, and it never stopped.
Even now.
Yeah.
13 volumes of OST
Yeah.
for a
For
show
a
that
39 episode show from the 90s.
that has ended 20 years ago. If not 30 years. No, probably 20 years ago. What the fuck?
Okay, here is from otori.nu, audiology page, which...
Love some audiology.
This is some web ring shit. The music of Revolutionary Girl Utena. As of September 27, 2020, there's a post which starts an entire new Revolutionary Girl Utena album.
But why?
Check out our newest addition to the family, Alchemistic Girl, The Tale of the Rose and the Egg.
I'm so confused.
This might be a fan thing, I'm not sure actually. Here, let me find the original post that I found so that I know I'm giving the listeners the complete and correct facts.
Not the somewhat complete and correct facts, but the complete and correct facts.
Okay, I learnt this from the Something Awful Forum's recent Let's Rewatch/Watch Revolutionary Girl Utena book club thing they were doing.
As one is to do.
And user Lysistrata posted, I am so enamoured of the stuff being posted here. I wouldn't normally chime in because I'm an untreatable lurker, but I want to add something that you all might not know. The duel songs were not written for Utena, but they were also not slapped on after the fact. Apparently what the B-Papus did was listen to the songs while writing and use certain songs to inspire certain characters, basically vibes-based. The duel songs aren't going to have a one-to-one correlation with the characters, but there's a definite connection. And user Cavalcade responded, this is true, only up to a point. Caesar, that's Seazar, did start writing songs for Utena eventually, and then never stopped. The OST is up to 13 volumes currently.
What the fuck?
And then someone else responded, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, like what? Why? Why? Like, how is he making money? I guess those Utena fans are rabid.
Or passion project?
Yeah. That's crazy. Fucking what? Maybe he just lives on a farm and he's like, look, all my basic needs are met, and I'm a big fan of Utena.
J.A. Caesar on Apple Music. We're going deep, Nick.
Here we go.
What's your highlight?
So my highlight is probably... You know, it's probably just the boys hanging out.
Yeah, that was good.
Just Nigel being all like, come have a drink. And then Leon being like, yeah, I like you guys. You're sad and lonely, just like me.
So just FYI, J.A. Caesar is the pseudonym for a Tokyo music composer who's been involved with creating music for various theatre and film projects since the very early 70s. His music is a radical mixture of progressive rock, traditional Japanese theatre music, and magma-inspired Zule music.
Okay.
In fact, Caesar's flirtation with Zule long predates the similar Zule influences on many later Japanese groups like Ruins, Bondage Fruit, and Koenji Hyake.
What the fuck is Zule? Okay.
Don't know.
But it's magma inspired.
We're all magma inspired at a certain point.
Look, that's my favourite Pokemon.
Okay, I found his Wikipedia page.
Okay.
We're getting to the bottom of this.
Yeah, we have to know. What was your low light, Liam?
Possessed Marky is a little boring at this point. Like, we know what's going on. Just
do something with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours?
My low light is probably a weird one, but like the way that we dealt with the big worm, it was like there wasn't much going on in that fight. So when we deal with it, it was like, oh, it's dead now. Okay, sure. You know, we introduced the Moto Slave as a Gundam, and then it's like, cool, done.
Yep, easy peasy.
Yeah, almost too easy peasy.
Yeah, okay, I'm not finding a huge amount of information about J.A. Caesar's other work, like his Wikipedia article is a stub and things like that, but he's out there, and he's making Utena duel songs. I do wonder if his approach is, you know, if Utena fought Jury again, this is what it might sound like. Or if he's getting real wild with it and like, this is the song that would play for when Mickey fights Nanami.
Listen, this is the love song of when Nanami hooks up with, what's his name?
Toga Kiryu.
Yes.
Voiced by the guy who voices Dio.
Yes. That'd be fucking weird, but a necessary relationship that must be formed with a black rose. You know what I'm saying?
No, the Black Rose is something else.
No, but the Black Rose is like, here's your internal trauma and stuff. But anytime Mr. Kiryu man comes in, He creates trauma because he's an arsehole.
Because he's trying to be Akio,
Yeah. Such a...
who also creates trauma just by being horrible to everyone.
Yeah. What a monster.
I gotta rewatch that series for like all the little Anthe stuff now that I know what her whole deal is.
Yeah. I wonder if like...
We missed a lot, I can tell, just from thinking back.
Yeah. Where we were like, that's weird.
Sweet, simple Anthe, we would say. She was neither sweet nor simple.
She was, in fact, the worst.
I heard someone put it really succinctly in a post in that thread, I think it was. Someone said, one of the things about Utena is that Utena's primary character conflict is that she doesn't really know who she is. Whereas Anthe knows exactly who she is but is unable to express it.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah.
So, Nick, the Silky Doll is under attack and the remaining population of Tokyo is in dire threat. Galatea's doing machine language shit and Mason's chilling out in the tower watching it all go down.
Yeah, it's just normal times.
What will happen next time on Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040 in the episode entitled
21.
22
22.
out of...
26?
I think so.
28? 24? No, 26.
No, 24 is wrong.
26. That's my favourite
Out of
TV
26.
show. Yeah.
22 out of 26. Physical graffiti.
Oh, nice. Good name. Okay. The boomers are coming in the swimming pool.
Yep.
Which
No boomers in the pool.
means that they're coming in the aquarium. So they've shut down the lower floors, but I assume they can still access the power suits and all that. Or the hard suits,
yeah.
rather.
Well, they're in the lower floors, I think.
Yeah, they're in the lower floors already. But how are they going to stop the boomers from getting in via the aquariums? I'm not sure. They might just not.
Are they going to have to abandon the Silky Doll? Don't forget they've got that truck that they can also launch hard suits from.
Oh, yeah!
Like Mobile Pit or whatever
I
it was
thought you
called.
meant Pris's home. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, that
what?
too.
Yeah. I don't know. Because, like, literally 5 minutes beforehand, we heard Celia saying, I just want to protect the Silky Doll and maintain this base of operations. And then it started going under attack.
Oh, no, my base of operations.
Yeah.
They played us like a goddamn fiddle.
It's literally...
It's literally ground zeros.
Yeah.
Marky let them in.
Yep. The man, you son of a bitch.
He hasn't suffered, not like us. This is Leon talking.
Listen, no, I'm the good guy here, okay? I just needed them to see. You monster. Do you understand what you've done? I'm not the bad guy. Marky, you son of a bitch, you've got a link to the UN.
Yeah, you mean the international organization?
Yes. So I reckon they're gonna head down. Maybe they have like a bunker underground as well.
I mean, that's kind of the
underground, the Silky Doll.
That's kind of the place where they keep the hard suits.
Yeah, but like, what if there's a more?
There's like a
of
panic room down there.
Yeah. Like more of a bunker. Like they go down. They're like, all right. So I know I told you this was the lowest level.
This is where I keep the real hard suits.
Yeah, I got a lower level. Let's just say it's the lowest level. And if that one dies, then we're all fucked. But maybe something like that'll happen. I assume Galatea will do some weird shit.
It seems like we're just setting up. I don't really remember how this next bit goes down, but it seems like we're just setting up the same sort of base under siege thing we just did with the AD police tower.
Yeah, it does. But like, then that means they have no more base, which means they're like, well, we have to fight back. Because maybe they're doing that thing where they're exhausting all safe places.
Yeah.
And then going, well, we have no choice but to fight.
Pris's truck is gone. It's been overrun by clowns.
Terrifying. The Silky Doll will be gone soon.
Yep.
So then they'll just go, all right, listen, there's only one place that's safe anymore.
The Victorian little girls' room in Gannon Tower.
Yeah, I was going to be like, the space elevator. Which I don't know if it's still going, but yeah, something like that.
For the Shoham project.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Shoham project. So there'll be something...
Do you remember what that is?
It's the solution to the energy crisis.
Yeah, which is?
Solar power?
Yeah, they're building a big space umbrella to catch solar energy.
Yeah, and then sending that back in batteries or something.
Yeah.
However, will they go to space?
That's the question.
Yeah. So my big guess is just that the Silky Doll's going to get blown up. Maybe not next episode, but the episode after. And then they're going to go fight at Ganem headquarters because they have nowhere to go anymore.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, we'll find out all that and more next time on JoJo's World.
Hell yeah.
But until then, to be continued. To be purpose.
To many boomers?